How to use the Cramer's rule in Excel, and I'm under the assumption that you have an idea of how the rule works. But just to give a short recap, the rule just involves use of finding many determinants in order to solve the values of the variables in the matrix, for in this case x, y, z. So here we have to find the determinant of the parent matrix first, which is just x, y, z. And afterwards, we have to find the determinant of dx, which basically is just using this matrix again, but instead you replace the values of x here with b, the constants. And it's the same thing goes for dy, where we use this, but we replace the y values with the constant value, and so on and so forth. So to start off, we find the determinant of the parent matrix, which is just this, right? I've made the table for the matrix already based off these equations, so I'm just copying it down here like this. And afterwards we use a very important function which is in Excel, which is mDeterm, and we just select our parent matrix like this. So this is the determinant of the parent matrix. So afterwards, we do the same thing here, but as I've said before, instead of using these x values, we replace the x values with this, and we keep the rest the same. So again, we find the determinant of this matrix using the same function, which is just this. And we repeat the process so because we're finding dy, we replace the y values with b, but keep the rest the same. And again, we use the same function here, and we get the determinant of this matrix. And lastly, for dz, we use the xy values, and we change the z values from this to this. Then we use the same function, which is just mDeterm. Okay, now since we have all the values, all the determinant values for each matrix, there's one last step you need to do to find the values of each variable, and it's just to divide the variable determinant by the parent determinant, which is just like this, right? Dx divided by d, and then dy divided by d, and dz divided by d. So that's just it, and that's how you use the Cramer's rule in Microsoft Excel.